The following program is based on theory and conjecture. The producers absolve all responsibilities and encourage the audience to investigate and come up with their own conclusions. Well, what that means is, we're about to show you a bunch of bullshit. And if you believe any of it, well, that's your own dumbass problem.
Stories of the strange, the bizarre, and the paranormal. And guess what? They're all true. And perhaps you, yes you, hold the keys to solving one of our many mysteries. Welcome to America's Most Mysterious Mysteries. I'm Tim Flowers. Our story tonight begins where most of our stories seem to emanate from. God only knows where, USA. Where local residents are claiming they are seeing evidence of a bizarre amphibian beast that the locals have decided to name the Ohio Frogman.
Loveland, Ohio, 1986. On the afternoon of August 5th, 1986, two local fishermen were out fishing near the Ohio River.
Well, you know, it's just like any other Sunday afternoon. I mean, when you're living off good old Uncle Sucker, you ain't got too many worries, am I right? Oh, yeah.
But just as the day was drawing to a close, they noticed something strange on the opposite bank.
It had that eyes of the devil.
Soon afterwards, their encounter was carried in the local paper. It wasn't long until everyone was talking about it.
The Ohio Frogman is a classic example of a cryptid. That's a creature science has refused to acknowledge for such arbitrary reasons like there's no physical evidence or that it's biologically impossible. I mean, you can call us crazy, but there are still things out there that we don't know about yet.
Don't pay no mind to what them crazies is telling you. There ain't no monsters around here. If you ask me, them boys are just making stuff up to get some extra attention.
Me and Grady, we ain't storytellers. We're as honest as the day is long, and when I tell you we saw an honest to goodness man frog,
Frogman.
don't talk back to me, boy. It's a man frog, a frogman, it's whatever I say it is. God damn it!
Yet the sightings continued to pour in. We spoke with one gentleman who was willing to tell his story, but wished to remain anonymous.
I was out checking my still. I mean my water heater. Yeah, that's right. And this thing came out of the gully and headed to the creek bed. it's one thing to see things like that after having a nip. Man, but when you've been sober all day, because you got to see the judge the next morning, man, that's something else.
One man who didn't believe in the frogman phenomena of 1986 was Officer Randy, a local policeman with the Loveland County Police Department. It all changed one early morning when Officer Randy was making his way down a lonely, isolated road near the Ohio River.
I've seen a lot of weird stuff during my time on the force. And to tell you the truth, I didn't believe in that whole frogman hoo-ha. But what I saw that morning, I'll never forget.
I'd been working the night shift with Officer Randy for some time by that point. He always had something smart to say about something.
I'm having a blast.
Well, good for you, Randy. You're out in the daylight. I'm sitting here in this room with no windows. Blah, blah, blah. I'm Randy. I saved the day even though nothing ever happens here.
I gun people down sometimes, but they all deserve it. They're all drug dealers and you know how.
I have no time for your politics here, Randy.
Hold a second, Sandy. Hold on.
Oh gosh, what?
There's something weird moving around out there.
Well, whatever it is, you're not dumb enough to go out and look around, are you?
Hell no.
Hell no?
I'm
Good.
walking out right now.
What? Randy! That's what I just said not to do!
I already made the decision before you told me.
Oh, Randy,
I'm
I
walking
don't...
out.
I had him. I put a few bullets in him. Then I reloaded and then unloaded the clip into him. Still standing. Still standing. What is that? I could have died. Sorry. I could have died several times that morning.
I mean, if eyewitness reports aren't enough, we might as well throw out the entire judicial system while we're at it.
Oh, sure. When old Grady and Earl say they seen it, everybody calls us a bunch of crazy yokels. But when the lawman says he's seen it, everybody wants to believe it. Don't that just beat all?
It's just, that's all it is.
I never wanted to work at the police station. I wanted to be a traveling dancer. But Mama said, you gotta make an honest day's work. Happy now?
From then on, stories and encounters became the talk of both national and local media. So much so that on August 17th, 1986, Clarice Stevens rented a time slot on a local UHF station in order to discuss the recent frogman sightings. Invited onto the show was herpetologist Dr. Marvin Coleman, a noted skeptic, to discuss the events in a formal debate.
You know, I've had some reservations about appearing on this program. People like me have had, let's just say, a rough time in the past with these sorts of situations. But I felt obligated to be the voice of scientific reason in this discussion.
The event was intended to be a well-presented public debate on the merits of the sightings with all the dignity of a government election. So it went naturally, as one might expect, from two such individuals on opposite sides of the spectrum. It got catty almost immediately.
Oh, okay, so you just come into our town and you tell us that we're all lying and that we're making all this stuff
It's not like that at all.
But we have no idea what we're talking
I'm here
about.
to help
We're
you.
too stupid to
get
see
down to-
what we saw.
Oh, no,
You
it's
think
nothing
we're
about
just trying to
stupid.
get on the map?
Definitely
You think
not.
that we're trying to get in the
If-
news? Just tell me this one thing then.
All right.
If all these people didn't see what they think they saw, then what the hell did they see?
Well, the power of suggestion is a very
Oh, so now he's calling all the eyewitnesses dumb or liars.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you just come into our town, all you people are the same.
No, it's nothing
you
about-
can just go ahead and take your Hawaiian shirt and your business
I'm
suit
done.
and you can get out
All
of
right, get
here.
anywhere in
You
the
know
show that.
what you're talking about.
First train out of
You
Crazy
think that
Town.
we're all-
But no one could have suspected that this story would take another shocking twist, as on the morning of September 5th, 1986, Jerry Crew, a local filmmaker, went out to see if he could turn up anything in relation to this bizarre story. He got more than he expected.
Yeah, I'd heard all the rumors about the sightings and the crazy stories, and I've always kind of been a believer in this kind of stuff, but I never thought I'd capture on film what I saw that day.
Alright, we're out here in the woods by the creek. A lot of people have been seeing strange stuff. I don't know if I believe it or not, but I want to believe. Okay, where is it? I don't see anything so far. Where is this? Oh my God, what's that?
You know, the video is rather odd. I did notice.
See? You got nothing to say.
Yeah, that's the fella we saw that day.
He's looking madder than a wet hen.
Is this really my life? I could have been something. I took classes. I had roles. It was there.
I tell you what, there sure are a whole lot of strange things out there we have to figure out.
Y'all, I'm getting paid for this, right? Tony?
People were saying like, oh, how come no one else caught this thing on film? I don't know. Call me lucky, I guess.
I tell you what really makes me mad, all these goddamn city slickers coming in here, wandering around the woods thinking they're gonna find them.
Taking up all the good seats at the cafeteria.
You're damn right I haven't had a good bowl of pudding since then. Tell you what, son, this whole town was starting to go to hell in a handbasket.
I had people walk into my flower bed asking me if I had seen tracks of the damn thing.
I told her not to get her feathers in a ruffle, but does anybody listen to old Earl?
Nope. Not since the scarecrow thing.
I was getting about 2 to 3 calls every day about vandalism or trespassing. It was starting to get out of hand.
Yeah, I lead tours across the county looking for it. You know, I figure the more eyes we got, the better chance we have of turning up some new evidence.
Do I feel bad for the townspeople? Ooh, a little, but once Budweiser bought the rights to use my footage in their new commercial campaign, I didn't have a horse in that race anymore.
What do you mean, no?
Okay, we're back here by the creek, looking for more footage of the mysterious and elusive Frogman, if he really exists. What's that? There he is. He's so strange. And what is that he's holding? It's the new Bud Light 16-ounce tallboy can. Wow, it's so refreshing.
Bud Light, the taste is legendary.
Exploitative.
You know, I auditioned for that voiceover role. They said I didn't have the right vibe they wanted.
Right?
I just want my town to move past this and look forward to a brand new day.
As long as there are sightings, there'll be people like me willing to listen and find the truth. I'll never stop searching.
Well, while these experiences are rather strange, I'm sure we'll find perfectly logical reasons for all of this.
You want to see my headshots? You sure? Just look at my range.
I sees him in my dreams. I'm gonna catch that sneaky bastard someday.
We're gonna catch him. We're gonna domesticate him.
Well, hey, I got a sweet gig working for Budweiser, making all their commercials. So some good came out of all this. For me, anyway.
Who is gonna pay for my flower bed?
Whether it's the backwaters of Ohio, the mountains of upstate New York, or anywhere where there are tales of the bizarre, the freaky, the paranormal, and the just downright bizarre, our camera crew will be there to make sure that we can provide them to you, the viewer at home. For all of us at America's Most Mysterious Mysteries, I'm Tim Flowers. Good night.